London, 1986. The sun had just set over the bustling city, casting a warm glow over the streets and buildings below. Meanwhile, a plane is descending towards the city, bringing with it a dangerous new arrival. The engines of the plane hummed as it made its descent, marking the arrival of Valerio Viccei. Valerio, a lawyer's son from Italy, was no ordinary man. He had a reputation that had made its way across the seas and across the borders. He was a master of disguise, a skilled thief, and a wanted man. He had made a name for himself back in Italy, with over 50 armed robberies under his belt. But now, Valerio had set his sights on a new target: the city of London. Valerio lived the high life. He was a man with a taste for the finer things and was not afraid to do what it took to get them. He was wanted in Italy, but in London, he was just another wealthy playboy. One night, a lavish party in the heart of London. Valerio sets his sights on a new mark. As he sips on champagne and mingles with the elite, he spots Parvez Latif, the managing director of the Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Center. Valerio does his research and learns that Latif was struggling with financial difficulties and was heavily in debt. Sensing an opportunity, Valerio approaches Latif with a proposition that could solve both of their problems. With a sly grin and a smooth demeanor, Valerio paints a picture of the riches that await them if they join forces. Latif is hesitant at first, but the lure of quick and easy money is too tempting for him to resist. As the night wears on, the two men continue their conversation, mapping out the details of their plan with each passing moment. Little did they know, they were setting the stage for one of the biggest bank heists in history. The Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Center was a fortress of security, with a state-of-the-art vault that was thought to be impenetrable. However, Valerio and his accomplices were about to put that to the test. July 12, 1987. The sun was shining down on the busy streets of London as two men approached the entrance to the Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Center. They strode confidently through the doors, dressed in smart business suits and carrying briefcases. The two men approached the front desk, introducing themselves as wealthy businessmen in need of a safe deposit box for their valuables. The manager, Parvez Latif, who was in on the plan, welcomed them with a warm smile. As they made their way to the vault, the two men could feel their hearts racing with adrenaline. They knew that what they were about to do was risky, but the potential payoff was worth it. Once inside the vault, they revealed their true intentions. The manager and security guards were quickly overpowered, their hands bound and mouths gagged. The robbers set to work, breaking into the safe deposit boxes with practiced ease. They had come prepared, with tools and equipment designed to bypass even the most advanced security systems. One by one, the boxes were pried open, and their contents were emptied into large duffel bags. The robbers worked quickly, their eyes scanning the room for any signs of danger. Within minutes, the robbers had collected a hoard of jewels, gold, and cash estimated to be worth over $90 million. They slipped the bags into their briefcases, and with a final look around the room, they made their way back to the front entrance. The robbers were in and out of the center in less than an hour, but the aftermath of their heist would have lasting consequences. 1 hour after the robbers depart, the new shift of guards and staff arrive at the center. Discovering the heist that has taken place, they immediately raise the alarm, and within minutes the police are swarming the area. The robbers had been careful, covering their tracks and leaving no obvious clues behind. But the police would soon discover one piece of evidence that would change the course of the investigation. A bloody fingerprint that traced back to Valerio Viccei, the mastermind behind the heist. Valerio's arrest was a culmination of a long and arduous investigation by the police. Despite his reputation as a master thief, Valerio was unable to evade the law for long. The evidence against him was overwhelming, and the bloody fingerprint left at the scene of the crime was the final nail in his coffin. The trial was a spectacle, with the media flocking to the courtrooms to get a glimpse of the infamous Valerio Viccei. The prosecution presented a strong case, outlining the details of the heist and the mastermind behind it. The jury deliberated for only a few hours before returning a verdict of guilty. Valerio was sentenced to 22 years in prison, with the judge stating that his actions showed a total disregard for the law and for the safety of others. The inside man, Parvez Latif, and several of Valerio's accomplices were also arrested and convicted of the crime. They received sentences ranging from 10 to 20 years, with the judge describing them as willing accomplices in Valerio's criminal enterprise. The Knightsbridge security deposit robbery was a daring and audacious crime that shocked the world and left a lasting impression on the criminal underworld. But for Valerio Viccei, it was just another day at the office.